Hello, amazing one. Welcome, and let's solve this beautiful geometry puzzle together. We are given a quarter circle. This is a quarter circle. Inscribed inside is a full circle. This is a full circle, such that the circumference of the circle is touching the quarter circle at this point and also touching it at this point. And this quarter circle measures from this end, from here, down to this end measures 4 units, and from here, from this point down to this, also measures 4 units. And the question is asking us, what is the area of this shaded circle? Is it something you can do? Don't worry, I'm going to take you through that step by step. Now, for us to find the area of this circle, we know too well that for area of a circle, it's always given as pi r squared. So if we can do this, it gives us the area of the given circle. But the question is, how do we find the radius of this circle? Remember, a line from the center of the circle touching any part of the circumference gives you the radius. Let's take this off. There are as many radii you can get as possible, but there is this special radius you want to get, the one that runs from this center touching this part. So let's bring it out. So we're going to have, let's get this radius. So we can label this. This is our R, which we don't know. Remember this theorem. For each time you have a circle drawn and there is a line touching the circle at a point, we call this line the tangent line. And whenever a line from the center touches this tangent at the point of this contact, it always makes a right angle. We call this the tangent and the radius theorem. If you go back to this diagram, you observe that this straight line is a tangent to the circle because you see that it comes in contact with the circumference at this point. So this line becomes the tangent line to the circle at this point. And you see that this is the radius, and automatically this radius makes a right angle at this. What other information do we need to grab? If you go back, you see that this arc also comes in contact with the circumference and makes this tangent. At this point, it obeys the tangency theorem because it is an arc coming in contact with the circumference. So this arc here is also a tangent. But remember, it does not make a right angle at this point because it's not a straight line. So what other information do we need? We also know it that since the question says that from here to here is 4 units, we can also get it. It means that the total length here from here to here. So if you take the total length, it's going to give us, add this and this, it gives us 8 units. And also remember, for when you draw your circle and divide it into 4 equal parts, this is what we call the quadrant. One part of it is what we have here. And if this is what is shown here or any of this, then it means that this place becomes the center of the quadrant. So this place is the center of the quadrant. And if here is the center of the quadrant, here is the center of the circle. And remember, in your tangency theorem, because this has formed the center, because this is the center of the quadrant, this is the center of the circle, and this is the point of tangency with the circle and the arc, we say that these 3 points are collinear. What do we mean by collinear? Collinear is when you have a straight line, and on that straight line, you have as many points as possible on a straight line. So these 3 points here have formed a straight line. So let's join the points together. So if we join it, this is what we have. Let's do it gradually. So we join this. So let's join it very well. So this is what we have. This is a straight line. And this line from this point to this arc is also the radius, because you said that this is the center. So any line from the center touching the circumference is the radius. So this line from here touching this part is also the radius. Automatically, this straight line is the same thing as the radius of the quadrant. And in that case, remember, from here to here is the same thing as from here to here, which is also the same as from here to this, because this length has become the radius of the quadrant. In that case, from here to here is 8. And remember that from this end to this end is the radius of the circle. So if from here to here is the radius, then the total length will now be. So to get the total length, let's take this off. So to get the total length is going to be from here to here, the total length is 8. So if the total length is 8, the remaining length from this point to this point is going to give us 8 minus r. And what did you observe? You see that this has formed a right angle triangle. Did you see that? So let's bring this shape out to help us to find the radius. To do that, we have, and if you are a returning viewer, thank you for always choosing to learn tutorials. If you are still new, why not subscribe for the more tips you will get? Let's keep doing this. To have, bringing out this out is going to give us, so we have this. From here to here gives us 8 minus r. From here to here is 4 units. And from here to here gives us r. So what do we do? Remember, you are working with the size of a right angle triangle. It reminds you of Pythagorean theorem. So if you apply it here, we are going to now have, so this gives us, let's take this. So we are going to now have the longest side, which is the side opposite to where this angle 90 is formed, is going to be 8 minus r squared is equal to the two legs, square and sum. So you square this plus 4 squared. So if you keep simplifying, for you to expand this, just remember, for every a minus b squared, it's always a squared minus 2ab plus b squared. So if you apply it here, it gives you a squared minus 2 times 8 times r plus r squared is equal to r squared plus 4 squared. So if you keep simplifying, this will give us 64. Multiply this, it gives us 16r plus r squared is r squared. This gives you 16. So what do you do next? Just remember, you can subtract r squared from both sides. So if you subtract, we are going to be left with 64 minus 16r is equal to 16. So what do you do next? We add 16r to both sides. And when you do that, this takes off. So we're going to now have 64 is equal to 16 plus 16r. To subtract this, you subtract from both sides. And when you do that, we are going to now have, if you subtract, this will give us 48 is equal to 16r. And this is the same thing as 16r is equal to 48. To get r, divide by 16, divide this cancels. And when you do that, this gives us r is equal to, divide this, it gives you 3. So the radius of this circle is 3 units. Now that we have found the radius, let's now get the area of the circle. To do that, we have to find the area of the circle. We now have it as pi r squared, and that gives us area is equal to pi. Our radius is 3, so it's going to be 3 squared, and that gives us area will be 3 squared is 9, so it gives us 9 pi. So this is the value of our area in square units. This is left in pi. You can choose to leave it in decimal. Just use the calculator value. In that case, you are going to now have area is equal to, just cue this in the calculator. It gives you, we have approximately 28.2743. So this gives us the area in decimal. And I hope you learned something. If you did, don't forget to tell us how much, like, share. I'll also be curious to see your own method in the comment. Thank you for always choosing to lecture us. I hope to see you in my next video. Do have a lovely day. Bye.